Today's chapter of Chainsaw Man, chapter 147, titled Cremation, was essentially 14 pages of Quanxi going hog wild. I could end the video here and I still feel like that would be a serviceable appraisal of today's chapter. But there's still a decent amount we can talk about when it comes to Barem's behavior, Quanxi's apparent change in allegiances, and the lack of mentioning Cosmo in today's spooky Halloween chapter. But before we jump straight in, did you know that only 23.2% of the people that watched my last chapter review video were actually subscribed to my channel? So if you like this kind of content and you want a fun and chill channel to hang around at, consider smacking that like button and subscribing to my channel. So as I stated a few seconds ago, I've seen a lot of people musing online lately that we could see a potential return of our favorite spooky demon girl Cosmo in today's special Halloween chapter of Chainsaw Man. And while I haven't seen anything online yet, I wouldn't be surprised if people are lamenting on her absence in today's chapter. However, there's one decently solid reason as to why she didn't show up in today's chapter, aside from the fact that she died like 100 chapters ago. It's November 1st in Japan. This wasn't even a Halloween chapter. Halloween's already over there. There's an argument that could be made that Halloween didn't even start in Japan this year, seeing as Shibuya banned drinking and costume parties this year to avoid a repeat of 2018's Halloween, where a group of rowdy partiers flipped over a K-truck. Fucking liberals in their war against Halloween K-truck flipping. If you really need some Halloween Cosmo content though, 2 years ago I put out a video on my channel breaking down Cosmo as a character and the origin of her powers. Keep in mind this is a video I made over 2 years ago, so I can't make any promises about the quality of the video, audio, or my presentation skills, but check it out if you want to learn something. Links to that video will be above here, down in the description below, as well as at the end of this video. Now as for Barem, he's really shaping up to be one of my favorite villains right now. His unusual charisma and line delivery really make him feel like a bona fide cult leader. Now what I'm about to say can be taken out of context and used to make me look like a really shitty person. Barem actually reminds me a lot of real life cult leader Charles Manson. I don't know what it is, I guess they just both seem to have that intergalactic space Rizz. I remember watching this interview back in the day of Charles Manson done by a psychiatrist, and just his quirky and erratic behavior got me thinking, I can kinda see how he was able to manipulate vulnerable people into doing terrible things. But let me make this abundantly clear. I like Barem as a character in a manga. I think Charles Manson was a vile piece of shit, and I hope wherever he is, demons are sounding his urethra with a collection of white hot needles. Just so I set the record straight. Barem shows how similarly he's able to manipulate people in today's chapter as well by tying everything back to religious faith, with Chainsaw Man being God. Chainsaw Man just told me in a vision that this little girl is evil. Kill her. This is some super sinister stuff we're diving into with Chainsaw Man right now, but this makes Barem more interesting as a character to me. I actually wouldn't even mind if Barem becomes the main villain as Chainsaw Man Part 2 progresses. He just seems like there's enough going on with this character that would be satisfying. But now we're on to the real golden egg of today's chapter, and that was the epic escape from the amusement park Quanxi made after securing Denji, Naita, and Mifune. Not only did this chapter serve to show the depth of Quanxi's change in allegiance from Part 1, but it also contextualized the song Pink Triangle by Weezer. I can already see the TikTok thirst edits being made of her with that song as the soundtrack. Also, I'm not sure how many people caught this, but on Quanxi's way down from when she jumped off that building, she took a bite out of Mifune's side to instantly heal off the damage when she landed. I'm certain the Mifune midriff gang is going absolutely feral right now. I would suggest that Mifune could become a Quanxi girlfriend in the future, but I feel like you need to be an inhuman monster to tick her boxes. I loved Barem's little fourth wall breaking remark on page 10 of the new chapter though. What is she, some kind of manga character? He also kind of hit her with a sheesh. I'd like to give whoever was in charge of localizing that line in particular a handshake. If I'm being honest with you guys though, nothing all that important happened in today's chapter. I guess an argument could be made that Barem escaped from public safety's custody, but that's about it. Not only did nothing crazy happen though, we also have yet another 2-week break between today's chapter and the next one. So I can only assume that we're building up to something great in the next chapter, whether it be the return of Rizz or the reveal of the Death Devil's character design. But even more important than that is what I'm about to show you now. As soon as I sign off from this chapter review, I'm gonna end this video with a trailer to my metal cover of the Chainsaw Man opening theme song Kickback. Me and one of my best friends worked for over a year to finish this song and music video, so I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next video.